One of the unique features of Nigeria is its rich cultural diversity. Many tongues, one people, and one nation. But in the last few decades, some indigenous languages have gone extinct, carrying with them a people's cultural identity, creativity, education, and history. In fact, the United Nations warns that more than half of these languages could disappear by the end of the century if nothing is done. Now, in the story, I explored why some Nigerians are not keen on speaking or preserving their indigenous languages and the likely implications of this for society. Have a look.
Nigeria's over 200 million people speak at least 500 languages. But behind this cultural wealth lies a quiet crisis.
If you can speak Hausa fluently and very good, and you fail a one bar in English, you are what?
So the very first video I did to teach mathematics in Igbo language to post online, I had a friend who asked me not to post the video because it was going to make me look local.
It also make Nigerian languages compulsory in our academic curriculums, right from primary school.
Nigerian languages are considered low-resource languages because there are no materials, there are no digital readable text.
At 65, Nigeria, the world's most populous black country, is also Africa's most linguistically diverse, with over 500 distinct indigenous languages. However, a 2006 UNESCO report indicates that 12 Nigerian languages have gone extinct and 29 more are endangered. The report adds that of the 3 widely spoken Nigerian languages, Hausa remains strong compared to Igbo and Yoruba.
Only Hausa language have about 7 styles of writing the language. So all aspects of Hausa culture has been documented in the language differently.
Truthfully, the Igbo language is about to go into extinction because people no longer want to use the language. It is painful to the intelligent ones among us.
By 2020, the Endangered Languages Project painted an even darker picture. 172 Nigerian languages are facing extinction. According to Ethnologue, the world's language catalogue, only 12 Nigerian languages are institutional, meaning they are taught and sustained beyond the home. 343 remain stable but confined to homes and families. 165 are endangered, indicating children no longer learn them. And 12 have disappeared completely, impossible to revive. Across Nigeria, this is already unfolding in real time from living rooms, classrooms, and playgrounds. Okon migrated from Oron in southern Nigeria's Akwa Ibom state to Abuja, the country's capital, for work 2 decades ago. Like many parents, he wanted his children to fit in, but somewhere in between, his own language slipped through the cracks.
Sometimes I feel very bad because there is a time you may want to discuss something with them privately, avoid other people understanding or hearing what you're saying. And when they are not able to respond to you the way you expect it, I feel sad.
Okon's story isn't isolated. In southern part of northwestern Kaduna State, Toyin Greek Bianco faces a tougher reality. She rarely finds anyone speaking her mother tongue, named Kyope.
So I'd go to the village and we'll be speaking, and you'd see that they'll be responding in Hausa, or they'll be coming to talk to us in Hausa.
Okon and Toyin Group represent a growing reality for many Nigerians like me. I'm not fluent in Igbo from my Nigerian dad or Gan from my Ghanaian mother. So I hit the streets to find out how many Nigerians can proudly speak the language of their roots. We asked them to interpret a simple sentence: I am proud of my culture.
Afum culture, my Jesus. No. That's bad. That's bad.
You know me do free culture.
Zauro Kanurini Chilan Fine. That's it.
I know Manangla Bala Nanya or Georgia Lebu Lemani. There is no place like home.
I'm proud of Ebem Shibia Ehe.
In earlier decades, many Nigerian schools used local languages to teach children, especially in rural areas. But today, English dominates nearly every classroom. Why does the situation look so different now?
First is the colonialism. According to colonial masters, you can only learn, you can only be educated by our language. Secondly, we have been influenced that if you don't have to speak English, if you can't speak English, if you can't write English, if you can't understand language English, you are no longer educated.
Many of our policies are not born out of research. We just find something fancy and we make it a policy.
Beyond the tangible, perception plays a powerful role, quietly deciding what language survives or disappears. We put them to the test. For many, fluency in English is seen as a measure of intelligence.
No, intelligence is not measured by the language you speak.
Some argue that indigenous languages are too limited for science and technology.
The use of indigenous language made a difference in terms of them understanding the topics, learning mathematics, and excelling in mathematics.
Another common fear is that anyone who learns first in a mother tongue will struggle with English later.
Children that speak their indigenous language from childhood have a better ability. Children, right from their younger age, have the ability to learn at least 5 languages.
In cities, many see local languages as markers of illiteracy or backwardness.
When you look at our empire, we never understood English, but we had the best political this thing. That was where this thing started from. Democracy. Look at Benin Empire. Look at what they did in Benin.
Data from the 2024 WAEC results show the outcome of Nigeria's poor choices. 76% of students earned credit in English language and over half in French. But for Nigeria's 3 major languages, Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa, less than 4 in 10 students passed. Experts warn that the threat is tangible.
Once you use your local language, first you use your culture. The culture has been dismissed. And when there is no culture, then your personality, your status has been destroyed.
Children bear the brunt too, especially at the foundational stage of formal learning.
We cannot expect students who are indigent to do very well in mathematics and other science subjects and other subjects as well if they are not being taught in a language they understand and in examples that they can relate with in their day-to-day activity.
Our struggle is just the learning materials, honestly.
Urban migration also affects it a lot, because once they come to Lagos, they want to behave like Lagosian. All the private schools that they put their children, they don't speak indigenous language.
Despite obvious evidence of decline in indigenous language speakers, Nigeria's federal government has a slightly different view. In a 2021 report to UNESCO, the government said, and I quote, "It recognizes that Nigerian languages are increasingly used in popular entertainment and other forms of electronic communication and are therefore evolving new forms and functions that project towards national development." Putting these side by side, the 2025 updated education curriculum for basic and secondary school, it shows emphasis on only Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba across all levels, a departure from previous curricula that allowed select states to teach in mother tongues at the basic level. Some Nigerians who are fighting back say there is more to do.
A group of people use our center to conduct a research, teaching them biology in Yoruba, and you could see a sigh of relief on these students.
When they realized we could teach maths in Igbo, they were excited because even before most of them came into remand home, they were already having problems with mathematics.
Fourth, the learning culture right from primary school up to university to be in the mother language.
Speak your mother tongue to your child. In school, we will use both formal and informal languages and cultural way.
Okun and Toyin Greek stories are a warning that when a people forget their language, they lose both their past and the power to define their future. Experts insist that Nigerian parents must stop outsourcing identity to convenience and that government must move beyond mere words or risk watching the country's authentic voice silenced on the global stage.